What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and goats and J Goat and all the rest of you goats joining us today on this fine November 11th, Veterans Day. Thank you for spending some time with us. And if you do observe this holiday, we want to thank you very much, sincerely. Sincerely, thank you very much. That includes the Commissioner Rhino over here. That includes JX, the War Chief, who commands wins. And of course, I am your shepherd. And yes, this is waivers. Yes, sir, Bob.
Week 11.
Week 11. Holy shit.
There's only a month and a half left, man. Until the season's over.
Holy smokes.
I'm going to cry on my pillow later on.
Don't cry.
Yeah, there's no off season, remember?
Yeah, don't cry.
Well, I know there's no off, but then there's no professional football, so to watch for my entertainment.
I mean, just think how crazy this year is going to be. I know that the shepherd can't relate, but we're having MVP caliber quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have the Super Bowl coming up, which we will be attending and winning. And then we're gonna have a top 10 NFL draft pick. We have the best of all worlds. We have the best of all worlds.
I'm slowing down on the Super Bowl because we got some teams ahead of us that are freaking dogs. So I'm tipping my expectations.
I'm looking forward to that draft. I'll definitely agree with the War Chief on that one for sure. I'm definitely not because of our stupid picks, but yeah, because of the Rams top selection as it stands currently.
We'll trade back and pick up more picks. You watch.
That's fireworks to me.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That type of stuff, that type of excitement. But no, we will. There is no off season here at the Fantasy Goats. We'll get into it a little bit further on down the line in terms of what to expect from the channel moving forward after this fantasy season does conclude, but it doesn't conclude for us. And if you're joining us now for the first time, welcome. Thank you for coming. Just like Carly's pulling all the right levers, the Fantasy Goats are pulling all the right levers for you guys, for you goats, really. Don't forget to please subscribe to the channel. Like I just mentioned, like I just alluded to, we're going to be providing you with the content all season long. That's right, all off season long. One day I'll get it right.
Yep. We'll be hitting up college stuff, dynasty stuff.
Yeah. Well, I like to tease it. Rhino, there's no teasing. There's no teasing with Rhino.
For foreplay.
No, you're not.
And back to the waivers.
Yeah, he's showing his age already. He's showing his age. I was gonna crack a joke. I was gonna crack a joke with November 11th, how you were part of the storming the beach of Normandy or some shit like that. But Jago,
not Normandy.
No, it's not. It wasn't Normandy.
No.
Yo, goats. So yeah, J Goat, man. J Goat was in the lab deep earlier today. I know that he was looking to move Tyler Warren for Rico Dowdle. It looks like that move was in fact done. So congratulations, you do have Rico Dowdle. I like the move. Don't get me wrong. I like that move. It was more or less along the lines of, well, you don't got this guy Tyler, which is like a top 5, top 4 tight end in the game right now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have him this week. You're going to pick up what is like a top 10 RB fantasy running back for the rest of the season.
He'll make up any points that you lose with another tight end, which won't be that many points, to be honest.
It shouldn't be any points.
No.
Because you're in the plus, you're in the green
Mhm.
with Rico, or at least we believe, based on matchup and based on his workload, based on usage, based on Chuba Hubbard is Chuba Hubbard went back to being Chuba Hubbard, the RB3 behind Christian McCaffrey and Dante Foreman. Remember Dante Foreman?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So out of these tight end waivers, it's Hunter, it's Harold, Kate Otten, who hasn't scored yet, is due to score. Colston lovely. Theo Johnson or Evan Ingram. It's not the last one.
No, it's not. No, staying away for him.
It's not.
Whatever happened with this, it just went south with that signing. Or what? I don't know what the hell's going on with that. It's just high hopes for him, man. High hopes for Evan Ingram. Oh.
You could play Hunter Henry at home, but on the road, he doesn't play. They don't use him on the road. It's amazing to me. It's amazing.
So the rest of the season, I'm going either Colson Loveland or Theo Johnson.
I would say Theo Johnson.
I'm going to concur, and you know what? It'll be something that we'll I have a feeling we'll be addressing this week in and week out. And that's okay, because that's the position. That's the position. Right now, the hot hand seems to be riding along the lines of the 8th overall pick. I believe he was 8th overall, 9th overall, Colston Loveland. Theo Johnson's not bad, but that team is absolutely trending in the wrong direction. We touched up on that a little bit yesterday. The firing of Brian Dable. The more I think about it, the more sick I get. There's two camps.
And they're not firing the GM. Evidently, that was already said that they're two separate commodities, correct?
I've got some nuggets for you there. I got nuggets. So
I like nuggets.
There's some nuggets, and I'm not again. I don't think that it is confirmed. However, there are some that do believe that Joe Shane let Brian Dable pull off that draft maneuvering. If Joe Shane didn't have any feedback whatsoever, Brian Dable would have drafted Dart with their fourth pick. So yeah, so Brian Dable. And moving back into the draft, Joe Shane had to basically maneuver. They were kind of like they were pulling and they were pulling each other, tugging at each other, pulling at each other, tugging at each other, and at the end of the day, it was like an ebb and a flow. But at the same time, they were not on really the same page. They really weren't. And Joe Shane is operating independently from Brian Dable, evidently. Joe Shane has been an architect of a few solid moves. He's going to lead the search for a new head coach.
Right, McCarthy's a hot name right now for the head coach too.
That's the dude that I would want. I don't Lane Kiffin.
Are we sure his job is 100% safe? You said he made a lot of solid moves, but I'm thinking back on it now, just how many bad moves he made. I just don't know if his job is super safe. He let Saquon walk.
Dart.
It's a good point.
He let Saquon walk, Xavier McKinney walk, Leonard Williams traded away. These are all really, really good players, and they leave and they become all pros.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a long list
Williams,
of guys.
Who they draft in that spot for that pick. That's how you have to look at it too. So maybe the GM was like, these people aren't worthy.
Well,
he should have traded Barkley.
Saquon's not worthy.
Well, maybe for the team, his with Saquon was not trade him the year before.
But there's a lot of moving parts here. There's a lot of moving parts. That's why I know, what we could devote an entire show just based on this, and I have a feeling we'll talk about that. We'll carve out more time to talk about this when it comes to the off season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
we got questions to get to here.
You know, I mean, again, Joe Schoen, like you can look at it both ways. Joe Schoen's, by letting Saquon and not giving him that extra money, did turn into what is looked at as a franchise quarterback right now.
Mm-hmm.
It is, you know what I'm saying? It did free up money where now they are cap healthy moving forward. It turned into Abdul Carter by not winning. I mean, the Giants weren't going to win with Saquon. You can look at it like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, and you know, again, there's a lot of moving parts. I'm not sure exactly. I don't think Mara wanted to fire Dable either. You know, you got to understand the Giants organization. You know, Mara has a partner. That partner and Mara took on another minority partner. You know, like they had to answer for shit. Not really answer, but you know what I mean. Like it's like a board. It's a board, and he's the CEO. He's the president of the board. He's the president of the organization. Forget the fact that it's that his family has been the New York Giants since 1930 or some shit like that. All right, I digress, B-Goat. And when I digress, the shepherd must get his microphone ready. You must get the microphone ready for the Michael B. Goat. I know you get a lot of questions, but remember, I have been talking about holding on to my.
Yeah, he out-targeted all the receivers, too.
And now no Hunter. How are y'all feeling about him now? How are you feeling about him? About Jacoby?
Yep.
Yeah, I like, again, I've said it before. You've heard me say it before. I'm going to say it again. He's a good football player. He's not bad. He's pretty good. He could get you high end wide receiver 2 or low wide receiver 1, you know, depending on, you know, whether it's 18 points that he scores that week or how the rest of the wide receivers do on that week. But yeah, he's good. I don't really think he's the problem. I don't think he's the problem.
I think he gets camaraderie with Trevor Lawrence just in time. You know, you could tell just by watching the game. If you're watching it, they're just on the same page right now. But by like playoff time, they should pretty good to go. That's where he likes to throw. He likes to throw it to the slot. He likes to throw it to the tight ends. Also, just really quick here, make sure you start getting Brenton Strange back on rosters.
Yep, I said that on the short today too.
Yeah, but look, he's like, I'm ready to leave. Look at him. He's like, I'm ready to leave.
Hey, you guys take over.
Make sure you pick up Brenton Strange.
I didn't talk for the day.
Yeah, but Jacoby, by playoff time, they should be solid 5 to 8 catches, 60 to 80 yards every start.
Yeah, it's not a bad wide receiver to have. It's certainly not B. And nice moves. You're holding on to Myers in case he got traded, and that's exactly what wound up happening. And yeah, let's go, baby. Let's motherfucking go. Right, Bob Goat? Drake May or Hurts. Also pick up Jerry Jeudy and drop Keenan May or Hurts. So to start May or Jalen Hurts. May plays the Jets in 2 nights. Jalen Hurts. What a beautiful.
Plays Detroit Sunday night.
What a beautiful throw to the.
That wasn't it?
What a beautiful catch and what a beautiful fucking throw, man.
Yes, it was.
The Devontae Smith, man. And that's something I've been saying. I had it first. That's something I've been saying since 2022. He's the better wide receiver. Or 2023, whenever AJ Brown got there, he's the better wide receiver on that team. May or Hurts? Where are they playing? In Foxborough or here? They're playing in Foxborough. I mean, I don't know how you could sit either or. I know Jalen Hurts. I mean, there's not. That's a tough one.
I like this. I like this easy. This is the easy one. Drake May.
Yeah, I want. Yeah, I guess I do. I guess I want Drake May against the Jets. I know the Jets are coming off of a win, but like they played the Browns, who are inferior, who are offensively inferior, like the Jets. The only thing that we should consider here is like the points in the Eagles game. Don't you think that they're going to have to do more to keep up with the Lions? They're going to have to do more to keep up with the Lions,
and they probably will.
The Patriots, the Patriots should just be comfortable being up by 17, and that's the end of it.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I'm thinking about, Bob Goat. The only thing, the game script of the Eagles and the Lions, fireworks. I know we saw a clunker last night, which I didn't think was a clunker. I like that game. I like that football. I'm okay with that football.
Same here.
Everybody else was like, me.
You know, and those same people will be crying, I wish football was back. I miss football. Well, you weren't saying that shit when you're watching freaking Broncos or Raiders. And,
Good point. I was going to say, like, what else is on
bad, man? Even the bad is better than watching football.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was going to be like, yo, what's on right now? What are you watching? Like Chicago PD or something like that? Like, what's the alternative for you?
Stranger Things.
Raw.
Right, B-Goat? B-Goat. Motherfucking B-Goat. I got Devon A-Chain. I got Rico. I got Judkins. I got Bucky. I got Harvey. I got Money Guy. Would you drop Money Guy for Ricky? For Slick Rick making his return? I don't know if I would drop.
I wouldn't drop anybody.
You just gave me a lot of So Jalen. I keep thinking Jalen. Tet McMillan, Devontae, Jacoby, Parker. Jacoby and Parker for receivers, but I need a backup for losing Wilson. We need a backup for the wide receiver. If you're looking to shore up the roster, your wide receiver room, I suppose it would be Money Guy right now. I suppose. I don't like it. I don't, but we might get some good. We could get a good Ricky Pearsall end of season right now. I mean, what the hell? What was he doing all these weeks? He was trying to get 100%, right? Like, Isn't that the reason why they were holding him out all this time? Was to be 100%? What did Kyle Shanahan say? Like, we want him at like his top speeds. Like yeah.
Said.
Well, the reporter was like, a reporter asked him, like, we see him out here running. Like, when can we expect him to play? Like, just because you see him out here running, I was in and I see him in the locker room taking jump shots.
Yeah.
But like when he gets to top speed is when he'll play. Okay. I mean, you got to take him at his word.
Honestly, I think he's just waiting until after the bye week to kind of bring everybody back.
That's what I think too.
Yeah.
That would be 15.
Yep.
So I don't know.
And by then they might not be in playoff contention too. But
their schedule is ultra light coming up. They have the Cardinals, the Titans, the Bears, and another cupcake.
Bears aren't a cupcake team anymore, though.
No, the Bears aren't. But three out of the 4 are cupcakes.
Yeah,
it's a good point. I see all the goats here. I see all the goats and the sniper goat. How are all the goats? All the goats are here tonight on waivers. Week 11, Veterans Day waivers. If you're new to the channel, which I don't think you are right now, but if you're watching us, listening to us later, please give us a like and subscribe.
Please.
GQ is the GQ and the Bakes goat. Again, you can add Pearsall now. I mean, he may not play. They may not activate him. You're running a risk. If you want a wide receiver for Garrett Wilson to just be on the bench just in case, you go get Kyle Williams. from the Patriots. Yeah. If you want to handcuff, if there is such a thing, sort of thing for a wide receiver, Adonai Mitchell is there on the Jets. I don't really recommend that. Kyle Williams
that's
may not
not
be
a
a bad
handcuff
play.
though. That's an actual. I like that has actual value.
Yeah,
it's true. It's true.
He's easily the best wide receiver that's on the team right now.
You could add Adonai Mitchell, and I wouldn't recommend starting him. Not yet. Not
He
yet.
just doesn't know the playbook.
Not to have the quarterback could throw the damn ball to him.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem too.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't see how they go back to him. He's just lost his way. He's lost his way. He was in a closet. Now 2 weeks later, he's lost his way. The week before, the week after that, he he played well, but it still wasn't like fantastic.
He played well, but he's not putting up numbers that people out where he's getting paid.
It's not quarterbacking.
No,
it's not quarterbacking. It's like he's playing Division II. GQ, baby. What up, my coach? I have Lamar. Of course you have Lamar. Would drop Flacco for Jaden Daniel in the playoffs, kind of like his schedule in the playoffs. What your playoffs? Certainly not his playoffs. You want to add Jaden Daniels back? I know that the reports are favorable for Jaden Daniels. However, again, I don't see why they would want to roll him back out.
They're favorable, but then you get to read between the lines where they're saying, well, depending on what the record is.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see why they would want to roll him back out.
Yeah, I don't think they will. I mean, I understand why you want to do this. I did that in one of our leagues, which I'm probably dropping them. But Flacco's serviceable, even though there's talk about Burrow practicing week 13, or maybe going week 13. That was always the target date.
Burrow is practicing limitedly this week.
Yeah,
and they say 13. Yeah, he's ahead. I'd say he's a little ahead of schedule. Let's not act surprised if he does come out after this week. Again, the Bengals mathematically are still alive, still in the mix. Mathematically, again, it's only week 11. I know it's getting close to week 15, our quarterfinals, but these guys, there's a lot of things that go on, like when other teams lose and you win and you leapfrog and so on and so forth.
The Bengals are only like a game or two.
That's what I mean.
And that's the thing too.
So Joe Burrow's itching to get back out there. I don't think you would need Flacco, so it won't kill you.
Yeah.
Right? It wouldn't kill Quincy Goda on the flip side to that. Flip side, he may not. The playoff schedule for the Commanders may be favorable. You may not have any Jaden Daniels under center. It may still be, in fact, Marcus Mariota. That's all we're suggesting. That's all we're saying.
But also too, if there's another quarterback out there you could pick up, that's good or decent. I'm not saying pick up Geno Smith because that's just like picking up Justin Fields.
But this week, Geno Smith is in play. This week,
the Cowboys.
It's the Cowboys. Absolutely. Look, you had to take your personal out of it and realize that they let Jacoby Brissett throw all over them, and then you go, wait, Geno Smith can do the same thing.
Can he though, really?
Yes, he can.
But what also though, isn't Geno was on one leg the other night. I get it, he's a warrior. He's you need wild horses to drag him away, that sort of thing. I get it, but I'm sure that's a legit injury coming in.
10 days rest. He's fine.
He's playing for it's his career, so I get it. Yeah. Look at Alex Save it. 910. September 10th. Or the area code. Nevertheless, take a look at his team, War Chief. What do we got? What do we got going on here? What do we got?
Damn.
Any changes? 10-man PPR. Any changes?
No. 0.
What's your panic meter on Jefferson, you guys?
2, 3, 0, 1.
Wait. Is zero being I'm not panicked, and 10 being I'm absolutely freaking out? So which one is it?
Yeah, I'm between. I'm on 0. A 0.
I'd be at a 5. I'd be at a 5.
I'm at 5 too.
He's putting it's wide receiver 2 numbers, and I've got an interesting stat on that. And I'm gonna botch it up, but in short, he's only getting 9.6, 9.7 expected catchable air yards a game.
But Pierce is on a bye week, so
which is wide receiver 2 numbers, some shit like that. It's not the advanced data from what I heard yesterday from this would be. Jacob Gibbs, FFT. Yeah, you know the guy. So
it's a good team, Alex. It's a really good team. Shit.
I'm just not concerned. Now, if it's week 13 and JJ still can't get the ball to him, yeah, I'm concerned.
JJ's averaging 170 yards since he's been back. Averaging. Look, you're right. What you just said.
Average air yards is like 6.7 or something.
What you just alluded to. Right now it's week 11. Like we can expect the regression as well. Like for the variance to pick up and run hot. And if it runs hot for JJ McCarthy, it should run hot for Justin Jefferson. He's too good. He's good. He's too good. Too good. Add those up, and you got really, really good.
Like JJ McCarthy is not going to keep finding Jalen Naylor for over 100 receiving yards. That's not going to keep happening. Like I said, it's even with Addison too. Like Addison and him aren't right. Him and Jetta's not right. Like this is his fourth career start that he just made. If it still looks like this in 3 weeks. Yeah, we're toast. But I think we're okay right now.
Right now he's hovering just around like the high end wide receiver 2 numbers. He's in the same bucket for that particular advanced stat with Zay Flowers. I mean that's not good. And it's not all his fault. Bakes. Tyler Algieri, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and goats and sniper. Mercado, Hunt, White, Singletary, full PPR to start 2. You have to start 2. This is a light bye week. You really have to start 2 of these, Big Scope? On a light bye week? You have Jonathan Taylor, so okay, I get you. I get it there. But other than that, who the hell else? Oi.
I'm going Dan Mercado for sure.
And I would probably go Tyler Algier.
That just
for falling into the end zone maybe more than one time. It's not. Look, it's just the way that they're running there. It's the way they're operating that offense. It's not a Bijan thing. It's not.
No. Freaking Jonathan Taylor had 32 carries. You know how many freaking carries Bijan Robinson had? 17.
Oh.
It's not a Bijan thing. This is the way that they are operating their offense, and their quarterback is not accurate, which isn't helping matters either.
Yeah, and Tyler Algier is just good. Like he's good, and I know he's not better than Bijan.
He's a former. He had 1,000 yards.
Yeah,
he is good.
They're trying to keep things honest, and it's just like, but you have Bijan though. Why? You don't need to keep things honest.
Would you roll? What about Kareem the Dream coming off of the bye? Maybe Pacheco may not suit up. We're gonna need a few more days for the Hunt Pacheco news. Rashad White. We were just talking about this. You know, whether Sean Tucker is a thing. Rashad White had a bad game, right?
I think I'll DeMarcado and Algier. But if news comes out, Pacheco's not playing, then I'll go DeMarcado and Hunt.
Rashad White could possibly a rebound this week versus the Bills. We can maybe hang our hat on that. I think Brand Rashad is a lot better than Brand Amari. I know DeMarco is not playing bad and he's being used. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Tyler Algier, there's a wide range of outcome with Algier. There is. There's a really bad floor, like bottom 1 point, 2 points. And then there's the 16 points.
Yeah, we know he's getting between 13 and 15 carries and probably 2 or 3 targets too. So his volume's there. Just sucks.
Trey Benson potentially coming back.
Yeah.
And
Cardinals as well.
And you got that.
There's
the T-Goat. The T-Force. The motherfucking Tron Goat. What are you doing? What are you doing, brother Goat? Sister Goat.
What up, Mel?
Mel's disgusted.
Mel, if you're ever in a league with Mel,
she left already. She
is the nicest freaking person in the world. She always says good game. You know?
Yeah, it's true.
Even though she kicks my ass half the time.
She's Mel. Well, that's not why I don't think that's why she's disgusted. She's disgusted by what she was watching last night. What kind of call was that?
What
kind of 4th and 1 call it? And they knew it. They knew it.
Yeah, Philadelphia knew it. So that even what's her name? Annie. She's so over freaking the head coach and his play calling because they're predictable now.
They knew exactly what was coming, and that's bad.
Yeah.
That's
and so they
bad.
had to go. They went schoolyard. Schoolyard can do better than that, though.
But even for the fact that they knew it, that doesn't take away the fact that it was the wrong, poor call. That was a bad call that they were anticipating. That was a bad call. They were in a shotgun.
I know, but
more or less
they changed it in the huddle. They did a little schoolyard little thing. Okay, well, you instead we're going to do this and this. You know, it didn't work.
That's according to Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs said that they called the play, and at the line of scrimmage, when they were ready for the play, he heard the Eagles calling out the play on defense, and that screwed him up. Candidly, he said, "From there, no, as a runner, that's going to mess with you." Here's the goat. There's the Tron Goat. Would you trade?
Yep, I would, Trode. I'd definitely trade Jalen Warren and Debo for Rashee Rice and Tracy.
My only other running back is the CMC cyborg. Barkley. I would have to hope CMC stays healthy. Look, it's 11 weeks now, right? 11 glorious weeks of CMC. Not that I'm knocking on wood. Not that an injury couldn't happen at any given time, but still, yeah, I get it. Would you trade Jalen Warren and Debo for Rashee Rice and Tracy?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes. Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, look, the best player out of the deal would be Rashee Rice. Yeah. That's one check. The other check, Tyrone Tracy. Who knows what happens now with this Kafka? Mike Kafka might just Singletary. Enough of that. Tyrone Tracy ran all right last week, too. What's up, Frank Goat?
Frank?
What up, Frankie Goat? What are you doing? What's going on, West Up? The West Up Goat. There he is. All the goats are coming in, just like the Bob Goat. You're the best, Bob Goat. Michael B. Goat. All these goats. Motherfucking goats. There's the Neo.
We try hard.
No, we don't. This is easy. No, we don't. We do our best. Michael B. Goat. Pearsall is supposed to start practicing. Pearsall is supposed to start practicing. Yeah, he's supposed to. He's been practicing. The reporter said to Shanahan last week, we see Ricky Pearsall looks good. Then Kyle Shanahan, in his sarcastic, snarky, facetious, blah, blah, blah way, because he is smart. Yeah, and I see he takes jump shots in the locker room, too. He's a,
Yeah.
What we perceive as okay, he's not, he hasn't passed their tests. That does not mean he won't this week. Yes, he's been practicing a Pearsall. Get out of here. Google Chrome. If he actually does start practicing, would you think he would be back before week 15?
Yes. If he's a full go this week, then he'll be playing this week. Probably limited fashion, but he'll be playing.
We'll have much better idea tomorrow. Much better idea.
And more Friday and Saturday too. So. All right.
Trade deadline is this week. Would you go after Bijan?
Yep.
Yeah. No, the first one. Or stay with the running backs I have. Brees, Judkins, Charbs, Chase Brown, Woody, and Harvey.
No, go. Go for it.
Yeah. If you have a buy low right now on Bijan where you don't have to give away that much for Bijan Robinson, if you don't have to give away the farm for Bijan Robinson right now, Frank, fuck yes. Yes.
What do you think it would take? What would you need for Bijan?
I don't think people have enough to give for me to give away Bijan, but everyone's different. But I'm looking at Harvey real close though, and thinking about whether or not I need to make this move or not, because he could be in for a different type of workload now. So,
you sure?
Have you heard something I've
heard? I don't know. I mean, I think.
Are you sure about that?
Have you heard something I haven't heard?
No.
No, but I think Batty will come in on passing downs, the passing downs a lot. McLaughlin, we know what.
See, that's the thing.
Player,
right?
Yeah, but Harvey is just better.
That's the thing. Would RJ necessarily take over the J.K. Dobbins attempts, right? Mm-hmm. Or do they kind of try to get Batty or Jaleel McLaughlin those attempts and keep RJ at the same capacity with an up?
Yeah, it could be a
There's no way.
With an uptick.
They had to be prepared for this though. They come on,
you would think so.
History. We're gonna have JK for so and so long, just so that RJ's fresh enough. He touches the field enough, but we'll keep pushing carries to JK until he eventually, and then RJ can kind of take 70% of the carries and the catches, as opposed to just 40% of the stuff. I think they were ready for this. I think RJ is going to get majority of it.
You would think so.
You would definitely think so. But also, you factor in Marvin Mims too, coming out of the backfield for plays, a lot more plays, just like last year.
Also, it's also not the easiest contest coming up either. They all good. They all going up against the Chiefs. So I mean, nevertheless. So JSN and is that Jamar Chase? I would think that's Jamar Chase. Anchor my team. So I would have to trade someone to get someone. Frank, just for some reference, it's within the same ballpark here, and it includes JSN in my home league. The first place team that also has Jonathan Taylor, and he also kept JSN. So he hit an absolute home run by drafting or auctioning JT this season, and he kept JSN. Imagine that. What did he just do this past week? He traded JSN for Jahmyr Gibbs. So he moved off of JSN. He still has a good team, but now he's got JT with Jahmyr Gibbs. That was that deal.
That's money right there.
That is money.
That's what it took to bring in Jahmyr. If you've got Jamar Chase and you got JSN, I think I would move off of Chase. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying that. That's like my son. He's one of my sons. I've got lots of wide receiver children, Frank Goat. He's one of them from LSU. Yeah, I don't know if I would want to move off of JSN with the ridiculous campaign that he's having. Which one? I wouldn't even want to flip a coin. I'd be afraid of where it landed. Right? Who? I have Chase. I don't know. It would take a lot. I have Bijan in another league. What would it take for me to trade Bijan? I would need to feel comfortable. I would need to feel good about the running back that's coming in and the second piece. Frank Goat, man. Frank Goat. When's the deadline? By this Sunday? Put the feelers out there.
Yeah.
Put the feelers.
Fish, you can't catch fish without fishing, so I tell my buddy Solo all the time.
Put the feelers out there. See. Here you go. Here's again, for argument's sake, JSN. What will it take? Let's see.
He's wide receiver 1 right now.
And I'm sure Chase and Chase is probably not too far behind JSN. If I had to look it up right now, I'm gonna bet probably 3 or 4. If not 2.
You would need a high end running back, a low end running back 1 or high end running back 2, and a low end wide receiver 1, high end wide receiver 2.
Or
just to get the person sniffing.
Or he stays pat.
He stays pat, yeah. I mean, with those running backs he has, he's pretty good. So
he's got Hall and he's got Judkins, 2 of the worst offenses in this league that he's doing well with.
But they are the offense.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 worst offenses, but they are the offense.
They are the offense for that team, for those teams. Correct. Oh, look who it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and goats. Ezekiel Elliott, goat. There's the Ezekiel Elliott. Look, you're telling me that we have a goat and his name is Ezekiel, and I'm known for giving out nicknames left and right, up and down. You know, I'm not going to call this.
Yes, he does.
I'm not going to call this dude Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel goat.
He does right off his head.
Should I trade Bucka for Curious George or Pittman?
I would do Pickens.
I would do Pickens.
I would probably do Pickens.
Top 3 at red zone targets. Yeah, I'm doing Pickens.
Bucky
Lamb gets the volume, but
Bucky
Pickens gets the freaking touchdowns.
Bucky really. Let that be a good lesson, man. Good lesson coming off of a rookie season. Oh yes, Bucky. Damn. When Benson.
You're not dropping Pierce.
I'm not dropping any one of those.
If you drop Pierce, our guy, Neo, will come find you and beat you up. That's his guy. That's his ride and die guy.
But he's got Benson already on IR on his team. What are you going to do? You're gonna activate him. He needs to come off of IR, and something needs to be done with him. Either he stays and someone else has to go, or he goes. Which one is it?
Right now, I would say Trey Benson goes.
Yeah, or try to trade Alec Pierce.
We can't trade.
Do a 2-for-1 trade, open up the spot for Benson, but yeah, if not, then just drop Benson. Because how good did he? I mean, they'll move him, they'll bring him along slowly. He wasn't that impressive to begin with before he got hurt, right?
No, I mean the first real start he got hurt.
Yeah.
Still a running back commodity. Alec Pierce doesn't do much for you this week. You might be able to drop him and re-add him. GQ.
Depends if he has people in his league that are smart. Trade Alec Pierce. If
you can trade Alec Pierce,
double up Alec Pierce and Harvey, and go after a better wide receiver, better tight end, better running back. That'll open up a spot for Benson.
Or trade Benson.
Yeah, I just don't think Benson's that valuable though. Like you're saying, trade away valuable assets for someone who could be middle of the road. Harvey's situation is way better than Benson's. Alec Pierce is looking like he's about to be the number 1 there, and Swift is just the best RB2 you can have. I don't know if I really want Benson out of those 4. Yeah, maybe someone wants Benson.
Maybe you could move the Benson piece. That might be the move, GQ. I'm trying to come up with other scenarios. I think we've pretty much we've hit them all pretty much. I don't know if I'm buying the Alec Pierce wide receiver 1 thing yet either. I know he's very good in that system. I know that
putting up points week in, week out.
Putting up points week in and week out. And
he's also this is the targets too. He's getting the targets like. It's starting to widen out. Like, I can't believe Alec Pierce is actually getting all these targets. It's kind of weird.
If he continues on, man, we've got ourselves a diamond finally in the rough here. Finally. Yes.
Like Josh Downs doesn't even exist anymore on that team.
Yeah. So it's not like I'm low on him or I'm down on him. It's just like I don't want to see freaking Pittman have a 20-point game week 12 when they come back off a bye. I don't want to see that. You're right. I don't want to see Downs. Give me Pierce and give me Warren. The problem is that the way it's almost like a Green Bay thing, right? Each wide receiver really excels at their specific role, their specific abilities as a wide receiver. Like I don't think Pierce. Oh, let me put it this way. I don't think Pittman could do what, let's say, Josh Downs could do. And I don't think Josh Downs could do what Alec Pierce could obviously do. They all complement each other. And I think the game plan is going to dictate that. Right, Coffee? Mr. Coffee Goat? James Goat. The full point per reception with my team projected to make the playoffs. Of course your team is projected to make the playoffs, James. Of course it is. Would you trade away the Tezinator? Would you trade away Tez for Brian Thomas Jr. and his other wide receiver is Lad McConaughey? His other wide receiver is Lad McConaughey.
Two bobbleheads at one time. Nope. Hell no.
Tez is playing some good football too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! I can't believe this is the world we're in.
I can understand why he's asking about. You got to understand why he's asking about Brian Thomas Jr. He's at a low, absolutely low, and Travis Hunter will not be playing the rest of the season. So I mean, I get that part of it.
But Brian Thomas Jr. is hurt too. They really said how bad his ankle's hurt.
He's hurt for sure.
Yeah,
upstairs, here, and downstairs at the foot. Yeah. I like the idea of James Goat, but maybe another wide receiver, not named Brian Thomas Jr. Maybe someone else. There's got to be someone else. How about um how about Jalen Waddle? No, he's on a high. He's playing well.
Troy Franklin,
How about T Higgins?
T. Higgins.
What about T Higgins? With Joe Shiesty coming back. That could be nice.
With Joe, with Joe or without Joe, he's doing good.
He's doing, I guess he is. See where T Higgins is in terms of the roster, the manager.
I'm trying to trade T Higgins. I can't get him off my freaking team right now.
But
no, it's only because I already have Puka and CD. I'm like, I need a running back.
He wants to sell the dude high. What about I'm looking. No, I don't want no Tet. Sorry. Bryce Young can't throw the ball past 15 yards. He's not being asked to. Let's look for another wide receiver, James Goat. Not that one. Not that one tied to that quarterback.
Pickens, Higgins.
Right, Neil?
I would even say Troy Franklin too.
Lex Luthor. Do you prefer him over Brian Thomas Jr.? I don't know if I prefer him over Brian Thomas Jr. No, not really.
Do I think it's coming to fruition?
That too, Jax? Huh? Does that hurt for you to say that? Because you're more of the Luther Burden truther than me and Sieg were.
Listen, when Luther Burden has his breakout game, I want to be way worse than all you Travion Henderson fans, okay? You finally had your week.
That's fine.
Then when Luther Burden has his week, I'm gonna go ballistic too and I told you so.
That's fine. No, I'm all for that. Why I wouldn't mind you adding Luther Burden if you're telling me he's on waivers right now. Just add him.
I would add Luther Burden as well. Yes.
You could add him, James. Fuck yes.
Absolutely.
Quincy Goat heard that Dobbins is going to.
And then you saw Ted Johnson, so.
Yeah, they haven't made it official yet, but I heard the same thing you did, Quincy Goat.
It sucks, man.
Fantastic. Jalen.
Me the jam.
Jalen Dobbins. Yeah, we had him for 11 weeks. We should be thankful. Flex 1. Xavier Worthy, Troy. Peter Parker, Washington. Steve Goat. How are you this evening, Steve Goat? Xavier Worthy against the Broncos? No. Troy Franklin against the Chiefs? Maybe. Peter Parker.
Did you hear Andy Reid's talk about Worthy?
No. I have not.
You guys be a little worried.
What was he saying?
Just basically that, we're trying to get plays for the right people, blah, blah, blah.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, but it sounds like
that sounds like the Colts. Yeah. But keep going. Yeah, no, that sounds very familiar.
It just sounded like they weren't going to try to get the ball to Worthy as much because they have Rashid Rice back now. So, yeah, it's interesting.
I'd be willing to bet that he will still look to Xavier Worthy. They will still want to take some shots with Xavier Worthy, or Xavier Worthy would get used maybe in that sweep game, that screen game, something along those lines. As long as he's out there, he would be their second best receiver.
The sad thing for this season is he's just been hurt so much that it just feels like he's playing. Yeah, he's playing catch up. Rashid hasn't been playing, but he's been practicing for 11 weeks. You know, where Xavier Worthy's been active, but he's really only been playing for like 2 or 3 weeks. So I just don't know if he's going to be consistent enough for us this season.
And what the defense dictates. So like if the Broncos are going to play like some sort of cover shell bracket type of deal on Rashid Rice, it may give Xavier Worthy a one-on-one, and we know Pat is going to want to air that out. So, but does that make Worthy a start for Steve Goat? I don't know if it makes it a start for this week.
I start Franklin in the flex. He's one that Bo Nix is going to, so he's the wide receiver one on that team. And he just missed on a couple long ones last week too. So if Nix and him can get it back together, I like Franklin better than Parker. You're good.
I am Lord Vader. I am feeling the dark side. We will destroy the opponents of all the goats, Lord Vader. All right, where were we? Right goats. I agree with the war chief. Too. 9 times out of 10. I agree with the war chief.
8 times out of 10.
Gotta leave that 2% variance for Rhino.
Would you trade Bijan for Roman Jameson half PPR redraft?
No.
That ain't enough. That's not going to do it for me.
Enough.
As Kendrick Lamar says, that's not enough. It's
Who?
not enough. Kendrick Lamar? No. Okay, I didn't think so.
No.
Overall, where do you think Bijan Robinson falls rest of the season ranking according to consensus ranking? Overall,
8.
Overall, War Chief.
Oh, like what? Like, 2 for me.
Rest of season,
2.
He's 1.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a consensus.
Do they not watch football? Or?
it's a mixed bag. Let me put it that way. But still, Bijan 1, Chase, McCaffrey, Jameer, Puka, JT at 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now.
I mean, JT's at the. How much more could JT really do? That's the argument. CD, JSN. And it goes on and on from there. Would you trade Bijan for Rome and JMO? No. I wouldn't think so.
No, not enough.
That's not going to move it for me.
No.
Rome, DJ Moore was 1 toe out of bounds from a touchdown last week. As much as we like Rome Odunze, and Colston Loveland, Lex Luthor Burden, I mean, like, they got a lot of mouths there too.
I think I'm stashing Brian Robinson.
Absolutely. I'm so out on Baushaw too. No, I was never in on Baushaw too, and so, but every week it's like, dude, it's not happening. I don't think it's happening.
There he is.
Yeah.
And I left him there from last week. Yes. Especially if you're a freaking CMC manager, you have to now.
Oh, fun fact. Go ahead. Fun fact. Brian Robinson scored the first rushing touchdown against the Rams this year.
Yeah, it's true. He bulldozed the guy too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he got angry. He got angry run for that play too. Is Tate Bigsby the handcuff or Shipley?
They're both.
I would think it'd be Tate Bigsby.
I mean, they were both on the field.
Yeah.
All 3 of them were on the field. Shipley got a pass yesterday too.
Yeah.
I know it was a decent catch.
I think it's more predictable. I think it's more predictable for Tank Bigsby.
I just left Tank on there too, but yeah, Brian Robinson Jr. is a must. Absolutely. There's the Froggy.
Especially if they put the stats up that how much CMC's been used. Like they know they have to save him, save his legs and stuff. So they're going to play Brian Robinson more.
That team marches to their own drummer. They really do. So like we didn't see Brian Robinson for weeks. We didn't see any Isaac Orendo. Isaac Orendo, they probably still left him on IR. I'm sure he's fine. They march to their own drummer. Now they're working in Brian Robinson Jr. to kind of, I would say to like lighten up CMC's workload. Yes. The froggy goat. What are you doing there? The frogs, goat.
I like this, but I've tempered my expectations about being a league winner until we see what happens when Ramonde comes back. Hopefully he is. He's one of my favorite running backs. Well, he was my favorite running back coming out of college.
The only thing that's standing in this dude's way would be when Ramondre Stevenson hits the field again, and hopefully it doesn't really chew into it. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, when it's all said and done, Froggy Goat. Remember what have we been saying? What have we been saying as a collective three? From weeks 9 through 15, Trevion Henderson was RB3, and when it's all said and done, it could very well be like that. It's just one of those things. Yes, it's one of those situations where the upside is there. The production, all he needs is the opportunity, and production is coming. Trade Javante. Away for James Cook. Cook's playoff schedule is horrible. Trade Javante away for James Cook. Cook's playoff schedule is horrible. So if the dude with the worst playoff schedule, you want James Cook with the worst playoff schedule, July, go? Trade Javante away for James Cook. Cook's playoff schedule is horrible.
I think you might have got that switch when he asked the question. I think he's trading James Cook for Javante. That makes more sense, right?
That James Cook's playoff schedule weeks 15, 16, and 17 are the easy ones, and Javante, the Cowboys, have the tougher schedule?
No, I'm assuming he's trading James Cook for Javante because Cook's playoff schedule is horrible.
All right, if that is in fact the case, I don't know if I still don't think I would do it. But
no.
Look, I get it, and we also, or at least I can only speak for myself. Yeah, I would like the best players going against the weaker defenses, the easier schedules, the softer schedules. But at the same time, I also want the better player.
Yeah.
At the same time. So now what do you do? Now it's a decision. Now it becomes okay. Well, does talent trump the softer D? What if that softer defense maybe plays a little bit more stellar?
It happens too.
Of course it happens. So
and when the running back is good like James Cook, then it looks on paper, it looks horrible, but it's James Cook, He's done well against good defenses too.
It made me a ton of money. I got limited.
Because he's becoming wide receiver 1, that's why.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here for it. I am. I'm here for it.
And make sure you join me and Nail Thursday night for our DFS show. We'll be here to answer questions Thursday night too. So join us.
Yeah, I'm here for that. Just take Pittman off the field, which they're not going to do, or take Downs off the field, which is a good possibility. Warren needs to stay on the field. Yeah, I'm for that. I'm fucking for that. Chone goat, baby. Chone goat. I currently have the Rams defense. I got the Rams defense. I had the Seahawks defense as well. Not in the same league. Since I was able to drop Hunter, I can pick up another defense. Would you pick up the Packers versus the Giants or the Falcons versus the Panthers? The Falcons versus the Panthers.
Yeah.
We can expect
You got the Packers?
I like the Packers, though, too, versus the Giants.
Yeah, last time they played, crazy enough things happened. They scored 30 points and the Falcons had 0. Who knows what could happen again?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Panthers have become a run-centric, Rico-centric offense.
Goodness, man, who would have thought? Jeez.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Not anybody here.
Not me.
Nope.
I'm glad I don't have any Chuba, but still, wasn't very high on the Chuba man. That's okay, War Chief.
Yeah, I'd pick up Packers.
I'm Falcons. I'm Team Falcons.
Is Dart playing or Wilson playing?
Dart's in concussion protocol.
Yep.
And I don't think he's going to clear. Another reason why Dable got fired. Can't be getting evaluated for 4 concussions in 6 weeks as a rookie. I'm sorry, you can't. We don't want another Tua.
No.
Is Burrow a must pick up?
If he's on your waivers, pick him up.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck yes.
An IR stash.
You have an IR spot, do that. That's how you win leagues.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, James Goat. We appreciate you, Quincy Goat. We appreciate you, Neo Goat.
I start Myers over Brian Thomas Jr. because Brian Thomas Jr. is still hurt.
Neo is really a shepherd, a steward for the Goats. It's not
yes. Really. Yes, Quincy. Yes, I would.
Uh-huh.
You start Myers on PG. Especially if he's not playing.
Yeah, absolutely if he's not playing.
Make the decision easier for all of us, right? Don't be sorry, July Goat. You don't ever apologize. Don't apologize here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you may have lost maybe 1 game this season. I'm sorry about that.
So I meant I would trade Cook away.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it.
They need to get him involved. And I mean like in a consistent manner.
Excuse me. Sheesh.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yes. You're welcome. Nathan Goat, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, members of the Fantasy Goat Nation. Nathan is joining us this evening.
What's up, guys? I'm in a must-win situation. My opponent just traded London for Shakir, Quentin Johnson, ETN. Bro doing everything possible to beat me. Damn, that's a healthy trade right there.
So then we're going to do everything possible to beat him, Nathan Goat, right? As long as it's not like July 12 above you, who you're playing.
He might have hurt himself a little bit more than because Johnson really hasn't been doing anything. Shakir is hit or miss sometimes. ETN, he gets volume, but London is the wide receiver 1.
He traded London for Khalil Shakir, Quentin Johnson, and ETN. All right, so Nathan, number 1, must-win situation. I mean, is it really a must-win? I mean, every week. I mean, every win right now is important, obviously, but is it really a must-win? That's number 1. Number 2, then what do you want to do? What do you want to do, Goatski? Let's do something. What do you want? You want to start your most optimal lineup? We could do that. You want to make a move? We could do that. You need a player to add and drop? Where is he? Where's this Nathan Goat? Let's do something. Would you drop Hunt? Kareem the Dream? Would you drop Hunt or Spears for Troy, Franklin, or Ridley? Certainly not Ridley.
Definitely Franklin.
For Franklin.
Yeah, I dropped Spears. I dropped Hunt for Franklin.
Yeah, definitely Hunt for Franklin.
Stop percenter next. Well, it's not. It's not early, Nathan Gordon. I appreciate that you're acknowledging that it is still Tuesday. Yet we will, once we return to the lab tonight, tomorrow, by Thursday and Friday, we have a better idea of what we want to do here. Right now, off the top, I think I'd probably lean towards Knicks still.
I'm playing Knicks.
I would probably lean towards Knicks. I know it hasn't been pretty right now, but still.
I think he'll get it back right.
I think there's a good chance. Tell me if I'm crazy. There's a good chance that we could also not just see like a slugfest, but we could see maybe the 33-30 here, right?
Yeah.
It's totally not out of the question. And then the next game, the next time these two will play, it'll be 13-3.
So I'm starting Knicks, Spears, Charbonnet, Shaheed, or Algier. I'm starting Spears or Algier.
Algier. I know it's a little bit of just up better. Nick Spears, Charbs, Shaheed, or Algiers. It would be either Zach Charbonnet or it would be Tyler Algier. It would be one of those two. It wouldn't be Shaheed. Not until we see at least more targets, more usage, more everything. And Spears in Tennessee, that's no bueno, they say.
Like,
5-5.
Like he's a little overrated. I feel like we're overrated him a little bit.
Which one?
Shaheed.
We probably
Like, he got traded and it felt like people were like, oh to the moon. Like, I think he still is what he is. Like, no matter what team he's on.
You know who went to the moon? Cooper Kupp.
That was a good point.
Cooper Kupp went to the moon for 40 burger. That should be Shaheed's ball. Anyway,
he's 5-5 playing against 6-4 team, but I got Taylor and Pittman on a bye, so I'm in a tough spot. So what are you trying to look to do? What position are you trying to strengthen? And then go from there. Think about it and come to us on tomorrow, Thursday and Friday night, and we'll help you.
You could email us right here. It's a stupid thing.
Yeah, email.
You can email us, Goats. Don't forget this, Goats.
And I checked emails 2 or 3 times, 3 or 4 times during the day because I'm anal like that. So always check. You can always email. We'll guide you that way too.
Yeah, whatever you want. 5-5, you're probably hovering. Well, if you're not already within the 6, you're like in the 7th or 8th spot at 5-5. 1 game off. If you're not already like maybe in the 5 or 6, so this isn't
I can understand maybe the panic button is a little bit high because you're playing him. What's your points like too? If you have higher points than him, but yeah, just come back and on Thursday and Friday, and or email us, and then we'll figure out something good trade for you. And give us trade targets too that you're looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gatson may miss this week too. that was a little rough. Hopefully not. This is a bruised quad.
I don't think that's necessarily good for Keenan Allen either. I've been trying to find it this whole time because I saw it earlier today, but I forgot. Because they're missing, their tackles. We're seeing more tight ends on the field for the Chargers, which means we're seeing less of Keenan Allen. That's why Keenan Allen's targets are just going down the drain. He's just not playing the same snap share that he was before Joe Alt got hurt. So, as much as a fan as I was of Keenan Allen, and have been, we might be seeing less and less of Keenan Allen.
Yeah. Need 2 running backs in a flex. Hall, Junkins, Harvey, Woody, Sharps, Flowers, and J-Mo. 2 running backs. I'm going. I think I'll go Junkins. I think I'll go Junkins and Woody. Woody is running back 1 down that team.
Yeah.
67, 70% more plays than Chubb. So I think personally, I'll go Junkins and Woody, and then I go J-Mo.
I'll go first 3. All Junkins, Harvey. Off of a Tuesday.
Flowers. Flower man. Frankie Goat. Need 2 RB and a flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess you could flex J-Mo, right? You could flex J-Mo and you take 2 running backs. Need 2 running backs, right? Judkins, you said, and Harvey, right? Or I'm sorry, Judkins and Woody?
I said that.
Browns are playing. Yeah, it's Browns are playing the Ravens. That's going to be a big boy game.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens may not lose another game. Then you got Flowers. Oh, Frankie Goat. Yeah. Let me get back into the lab for this one. Back in the lab. Unleashed. Drop Singletary for Algier. Yes. Especially if you have Bijan. Especially. Nathan Goat. He has the most points forced in the league, and he has the least. He always finds a way. That's the opponent. Oh, no. I have the most points forced. Points for.
Right.
In the league, and he has the least. All right. Well, Nathan, we're in a driver's seat here if his team has the least amount of points, and you have the most points. And it's not looking as glim as you think. It looks all right. Pick one. Singletary, Tyler, Cedric, not Cedric.
Yeah, I'll go Algier.
Not Cedric. Sorry. And you know what? Even if he does score, I'm not sorry.
Yeah, Algier.
What a waste of
Algier.
What a waste of talent. That whole situation stinks unless you're Judkins. Same thing for the Jets. The guy dropped Swift for Shaheed.
Yeah, I mean,
his losses are your gains, GQ. All right,
that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, everyone was just like because he got traded, he was in the news, but he's still a boomer bust guy, like, no matter what team he's on.
Yeah.
How do we feel about Brees going against the Raiders this Thursday? The Raiders? How about...
No.
I don't think he's playing the Raiders.
No, the Cowboys are playing the Raiders.
Yeah.
He's playing the Patriots. It's bad. It's a bad game, bro. But we saw... we saw Justin Fields 41 yards out of 50 yards was to Brees Hall for the touchdown. I mean, we did see that. That's something like what we would be hoping for.
Yeah, we get it out.
We have to cross our fingers, okay, that it's something like that for Brees Hall. Otherwise, it's absolute faceplant. It's an absolute faceplant.
Yep.
That Patriots defense is fucking nasty too. Patriots run defense is solid. All right, goats. Let me take off for this evening. But don't you worry. We will be back, and you know this. You know this. The goats know this. You are the goat. That's right, you are. I'm forced to start him, and I'm not happy about it. I wouldn't be happy about it either. But just know he's like the only game in town. He's a pretty good running back.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good running back. He's the only game in town, Josh, right?
He is the team. He is the offense.
That's a great trade.
Tet or a healthy Pearsall rest of season.
A healthy Pearsall.
Yeah, healthy Pearsall.
Healthy Pearsall.
If
Down.
Yeah, if and when he gets it back onto the field. Josh Goat, how are you this evening? Welcome to the Fantasy Goats. If you're new to the channel, which I believe you might be, maybe I'm wrong, please give us a like and subscribe. Javante and Zay traded Javante and Zay for James Cook and BTJ. Good trade or no? Thank you, Nathan. Appreciate you, Goat.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
all the goats, man.
Traded Javante and Zay for James Cook and BTJ. It's not terrible.
Not terrible.
It's not terrible. I like the James Cook. I like that you got James Cook. Yes.
Yeah, I mean you got the upside of BTJ, so that's not.
This is almost the same situation as above, right? Javante for James Cook. I mean, we want the James Cook side.
100% want James Cook side.
Jason Goat, how are you this evening, Jason Goat? We will stick around for one more, Jason Goat. And Vidal for any of Hall, Judkins, Jalen Warren, or Henry. Huh.
Give me Hall or Judkins.
Yeah.
Or Henry.
So trade Ted and Vidal for any of Hall, Junkins, Warren. If you can get Junkins, I get Junkins. You know he's getting a volume. Well, so is Hall.
Hall, Judkins. I wouldn't mind Judkins just because of that bell cow type of deal. Bell cow type of deal. But Jalen Warren's a little enticing too. And then the king. And he's got the king in there.
But is he really the king anymore?
True. Yeah, well, he's always number one. He's always going to be the king. Number two, well, I mean, like, look, as the Ravens are getting better, maybe perhaps their offense is still trying to find its wings, right? Like they look pretty good right now. The defense was getting better. I mean, the Ravens might be almost back to Ravens.
Yeah, so Henry and Hall or Junkins do that.
Would you trade? Yes, I would. I would try to make the move, and I think I would. I mean, you could ask for Henry. Try Henry. Give me Derrick Henry out of this. Don't you feel better having Derrick Henry on your team? Or you have to sit there and hold your breath. Or do you have to sit there and hold your breath every day, every week now with Breece Hall on the Jets, Quinshon Judkins on the Browns? These are good pieces to have. But when it's all said and done, although the last few weeks his ceiling has only been 10 points, can you imagine if Derrick gets it going? He's back.
Yeah.
And we will be back Thursday. Unleashed. Thursday, or by all means, Goats, you're more than welcome to drop the comments in the video section. We can answer them that way. You could send us an email. We can answer it that way. And if not, if you can wait, we'll be back on Thursday. Until then, for that war chief who commands only wins, for that rhino, the commissioner himself, I am your shepherd. I will see you later on in the week. Good night.
Be a difference, make a difference. Stay blessed, everybody.
Go Veterans.
Go Veterans.
Amen.